Hey folks, it is 2:47 p.m. Saturday, September 5th, 2020. Awakening your metaphysical abilities is not the easiest thing in the world to do, even though it's a very natural thing. It's not so much your abilities awakening as believing that they exist and that they're starting to become stronger. That's the issue. I've tried to help people any way I could, but one of them was to show people that as you learn how to use your abilities and get used to them, that you're going to make mistakes along the way. And I don't even like the word mistakes. You're going to be making corrections to how you see, feel, think, and understand things. Understanding is a process that happens between your heart and your hypothalamus gland. The heart continues to feed its own input into it, feelings, but the hypothalamus, believe it or not, is the central point, the nexus point. We have a sphere that works just in the, it's the understanding nexus sphere, I think is what it's called now. But that's the grand central station of all the functioning of metaphysical parts of the metaphysical functioning. In your brain, your metaphysical abilities, how they all function and work. It kind of comes into the hypothalamus. Excuse me, this body's really coming close to quitting, and I'm really anxious for it too. Anyway, I need to be free of this body. So anyway, one of the things I've tried to do is show you that that I make mistakes too. I mean, I've proven to people all over the world. I don't mean everyone all over the world. I mean a certain group of people, but all over the world. They're located and spread throughout the globe. That my abilities are not just unique, they're incredibly strong. But at the same time, in learning how to do things, I will make a mistake from time to time. It's nothing to worry about. Trying to understand your abilities is the hardest part of waking up. When you see a mathematician or chess player that's in a contest, do you think he's not found better ways to play chess? Do you think the mathematician hasn't made some errors before in trying to understand how to do something? Race car drivers, the top 10 race car drivers there are in any given field, do you think they've never wrecked? So people there's a false word called failure. When you're learning how to do something, you're gaining knowledge. You're moving forward. That's not a failure. That's moving towards success. That's successfully moving toward the final success of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, of reaching your goal. And then that never stops because you just keep, learning and developing and absorbing more understanding. One time, a long time ago, I thought that one of the lives I had was John the Baptist, and actually it wasn't. I was seeing things as if I was looking through the back of John the Baptist's head, and I was seeing things happen through his eyes. It's kind of weird. But I didn't know better. I was just waking up. Another time, I thought I was Christopher Columbus. And then I soon found out, after I dealt with it enough, something feels wrong. I don't know what it is. I see it and I feel it, but it's like a part of me, but it's not. Well, Lily and I got together when the second wave of souls was 80% released. We released our own energy to become individual beings. One of the male part of one of those beings had of those source orbs. Our energy comes out in like a wave, and then it thins out. The wave thins out, and then you have orbs in there, kind of like wax in a car, and then you throw some water on it, and then it's like a sheet of water, but then it thins out into orbs. It's very similar. So anyway, it was a life he had, and I remember being bit right here by a rat, because who I thought was me was just happy just to be able to eat the rat, just to have something. They were starving on the ship. So, incorrect. Well, there's something else that I've said years ago, and I left it kind of open, hanging in the air, but I need to correct it before it causes any harm. For someone to crank you up, to put their energy inside you, to take source energy, it's only with source, to take their clean source energy, put it inside you, and increase your ability to do things, it takes so much source energy that you have to literally, the person doing the crank up, they have to have a huge reservoir of the source energy to be able to give part of their energy to you and put it in you. While you're alive, 10% of that is going to stick, a minimum of about 10% is going to stick inside your body. It's going to bond to your spirit, and it'll change who you are forever. But the rest of it comes back to the person that gave it to you once the body that the person's in dies. So anyway, there's some people that I've had so many lives with, just being around me, my energy was changing them, and then cranking them up this life. I do that a lot. I call my life a year. I don't think like other people because I realize certain things are true. Just it's my own understanding. And more and more people, especially the ones I've been working with through the years, understand this for themselves too. But now these people who have cranked up and are so strong, have so much of my energy in there, or other real strong source energy in there, they can do incredible things with you to help you open up your energy fields, going through your spine. They can do a lot of things to help you. And what they call energy healing, which is working on different parts of your body, and energy will definitely help you heal. It's not like breaking bones and stuff like that, and let's just leave all that alone, okay? I'm talking about, day-by-day things. So anyway, and the energy flow through your body, sometimes, in your joints, to keep your spine erect, flowing, going to a good chiropractor is important. But then your energy flow through it, the same thing. So these people can do incredible work doing that. They can put their hands like this, make an energy rod go like this, and have two people stand together back to back and slowly move that energy rod through the body. They're all going to feel it. Then they can go up and down through the spine. Both people are going to feel it at the same time. But they can't crank anyone up because they don't have that big reservoir of source energy in them, because they were not originally source spirit. So they don't have this big reservoir of spirit to put in the person and change them for the whole rest of the time they're in that body, or to change their energy to where it'll become source. It's not enough. So I believe I left it open years ago where, I've told one person, two people, two people, I said, just try it, see what happens. Yes, you can go in there and do the energy work, but, I couldn't guarantee that it was going to they can do the crank up, and then whatever happens good. But I didn't know if they could actually perform the crank up properly, where it stays in there. And sure enough, they can't. But I should have said this a few years ago. But now that I'm finally at the point of finally getting out of this body, I needed to bring that up. So to anyone that's frustrated and become a problem with, I apologize. It was never meant to be that. 2009 is the first time I ever felt energy from a stone. And once you can know me and understand, once you find out about me later, that's going to seem crazy that could be possible. That's the way it is. These bodies are the perfect prisons. The original first being male and female made them that way, and they kept making them worse and worse as far as the ability to keep us imprisoned and make our lives miserable. So anyway, I just want to get that out there before I go. Now that doesn't mean they can't do some awesome things for you, but they just can't do what I've been calling the crank up, because they don't have that huge reservoir source energy. And that does not mean they're not beautiful people. It's just, that's my fault. Folks, love you and take care.